Hey, we're talking about lending now. Joining us live for the first time in our Tower District studios here inside the Mike Briggs building today is Stephen Flores with Western Pioneer. Welcome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
How you doing today?
Yeah, glad you accepted our invitation. So, how long have you been a lender now?
About a year now.
About a year.
Yeah.
So, give me your background.
My background, well, about a year in home loans and in lending as far as that goes. Several years in the car business, so I mean, it's just, believe it or not, it's an easy transition because it's the same, same dynamic. And so now the only difference is I'm out there earning my own business instead of having it come through the door.
So tell me a little bit about how lending, what the lending world is like right now, especially for home loans, as we are continuing to see the housing market in a place that it's never been.
So just like the housing market, I would compare it as fast. The way everything's been going essentially is everything has to be done within that 30-day escrow period that everyone's trying to aim for. In all reality, every file is different, and you'll get your files that go more, and you'll get your files that 14 days, and we're good to go. Like funds are in escrow accounts, and everyone's handing keys off, and everyone's happy. But obviously, there's two cases scenarios, but speed is just like everything else. Speed is the thing. Pre-approvals have to be done as soon as possible, and just like that, so is funding. And so everyone wants a check at the end of the day, right?
At the end of the day. Tell us about Western Pioneer.
Western Pioneer, a local branch. I always tell everybody there's two types of offices you run into when it comes to lending. You run into like the broker channel and the retail channel, but even when you do it on the broker side or the wholesale, as most people will call it, you'll see a lot of bigger companies. We're more of the local startup, okay, more familiar. Hey, people are actually at the office. We have an amazing culture. Everyone's trying to work with us at this point as far as join the company and that kind of thing, but it's an amazing company to work for. They've been around since 2013, I believe, and they've been in the business for a while, and slowly but surely we're just trying to dominate the game, as far as the lending side goes. And just to be able to do the flexibility of essentially of growing at our own pace is the easiest thing I could tell everybody. The broker himself, he makes himself available to pretty much everybody at the office versus, every now and then some channels get too big and you rarely see the guys like the unicorn.
Right.
But for the most part, it is an amazing company. Ever since I've been there, nothing but smiles. Everyone's always happy. Everyone's willing to lend a hand. Everyone's actually answering the phone. Even on a busy day, you'll get a call back. And so
tell me, as far as the home loans go, do you do all kind of lending?
Yes. As far as we do, I consider us full scope, and by that I mean we'll do essentially like the FHA conventional, just like everybody else, where we kind of step out of the normal bubble. Essentially, is we'll do private money or non-QM lending, which is non-qualified mortgages, meaning it falls outside of the normal guideline. Meaning I can approve a client with just bank statements versus having to use tax returns. I can, there's other parameters behind it, but for the most part, that's one of the products that I'm actually actively pursuing and offering to a lot of, especially small businesses here in town. Everyone who's writing off those, everything in the moon, and then getting the low income that they're having a hard time proving.
So is it important to connect with somebody like yourself as far as getting that local in-person touch compared to just some random loan company?
I would say it is, and the biggest thing behind it is when you're actually competing with other offers in town and into a home, it's important to have somebody who's known in the industry, because relationships do make deals in a sense. We do get a lot of times where an out-of-state lender is hard to reach, and so it's harder to communicate with all parties versus someone who's in town. It's a phone call away, or they can just walk into the office and say, hey, where's my loan at?
Right.
And so I would say that makes a huge benefit, but for the most part, I mean, I've seen files come across where the file is made so quick and the offers get accepted solely because of relationships, and that's a huge part of it. I mean, it's sad to say it, but a competing offer, when it comes down to apples, they're probably going to pick the relationship versus the unknown apple.
Where are you guys located?
990 North Alluvial, so we're right off the Palm.
Okay.
Right, Palm, where everything else is at. It's local Fresno knows that it's luxury lane.
Yep,
We're
yep.
right in there.
Right there.
Right in there. Yep. Easy to find. We're pretty close to Fidelity National Title. We're right across the street from the Palms, Caddy Corner, and Sebastian Building, and so we're in that little area. I would say it's not hard to find once you get in there.
Perfect. And what are your hours? Monday through Friday? Or?
Monday through Friday. And believe it, that's the beauty of it. I mean, I don't really have set hours, but if you're going to find me at the office, you're going to find me from 9 a.m. to like almost 6,
Wow.
6 or 7. So I'll be there pretty much all day. And more so, I always tell everybody, like, I'm pretty active on the phone. I try to answer every phone call, and I try to get back to everybody. I try to get to every email. Getting to the point where
Even on a Saturday.
even on a Saturday, that makes it hard too. Saturdays are busy days.
Yeah.
Well, not for me so much, in the sense that Saturdays are more of the days where I do a lot of purchase business, meaning I focus on a lot of pre-approved buyers and that sort of deal. So, like on a Saturday, I'm more so staying close to the phone for realtors to say, hey, look, they want to offer a little bit more.
Right.
Do we have that wiggle room?
Exactly.
So.
Well, for a personal touch, connect with Stephen on Instagram at Stephen O. Flores, Stephen with a V. And give him a chance, give Western Pioneer a chance, and you won't be disappointed, right?
I appreciate it. No, you won't. And so the biggest thing I always tell everybody, give me a chance, and I guarantee I'll have you laughing by the time we're done.
I love it. Very good. Brother, thanks for coming in. Come back anytime, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be back with one more guest coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, and then that'll wrap it up for us today.